Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I'm going to talk about destroying your competition with a couple of methods that can work pretty well, just that you're aware of. As long as you're aware of them, they can work pretty well. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into it. I'm still in Portugal, it's still pretty hot, but I have got my shirt on today, not a vest. And yeah, no glasses. So anyway, let's dive into it. So a couple of ways that you can start overpowering your competition and being better than them, is there's a couple of things that you've got to really take note of, right? But the most obvious and the most powerful is to just double check your page where you're ranking and just use not just software, but human instinct. What would you buy? What do you actually think looks like the best listing? Because do you know what? Some people might not agree with me here, but I think it's pretty obvious when you actually look at products to tell why they're selling better than you, or you're selling better than them. Give this one, for example. This is ranked number 1, right? So I've typed in flowers here just to give you a random example. These aren't even flowers. It's soap flower bouquet, right? And that's selling 3,260 in beauty, okay? So it's selling a lot. Oh my God, it's got 11 FBA sales. That's actually a reselling product. I know why that's selling well, because it's cheap. It looks like a bargain. It looks cheap. It's offered very, very nicely. It's not even what they're looking for, by the way. They're looking for flowers, right? And it's soap, right? But it's similar enough. It's still the same kind of idea. They're still going to get the same reaction generally from most people that are buying them things. So as you can see, it's presented really nicely. It's cute. They can tell it's probably going to arrive around about like that, okay? With these flowers, right? Now, with these flowers, they're a little bit different. Now, as we scroll down, you'll see there's some nice ones, but a lot of them are 4-star, 4-star. There's some down here that are 3.5 star that I saw down there, or 3-star. And that's because I know why. And I know why, because they arrive in more of like a flat pack kind of thing. Right, so they arrive and then you've got to wait for them to grow and you've got to put them in the water and stuff like that. A lot of them do. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And that's the low star rating. So it's almost like some would say a false advertisement, if you like. And that one's sold by Amazon, so God knows how that's going to turn up. And then there's this one. And that's the bestseller, right? It's the bestseller, notice. And it's more expensive than the number 1 top spot up there, which is the soap, right? I don't know about you, but I can see why that's the bestseller, right? Look at the packaging that it's in. Look at the box that it's in. Look how nice that is, right? And then I actually clicked into the listing, right? Because I've actually just ordered this for my mum, actually, because I thought it was just a really nice gift, and hence why I'm doing this video on it. It looks really nice, and when you click into it, you'll notice there's a lot of questions and a lot of reviews explaining that this turns up, apparently, which I'll find out soon as well, exactly like it shows in the picture. And all the others are flat pack, right? When I say flat pack, you know what I mean. They've got to grow and you've got to take them out as little packets, so they don't come as they're shown in the picture. This one, they found out the issues. I would guess they weren't one of the first on the page, but now they're the bestseller because they found all the issues that were going on with the other ones. They've decided that they were going to be the ones that turned up exactly, this is my guess, exactly as they were, right? And then they made the packaging even nicer, in my opinion. Like that looks really, really nice. And if it turns up like that to my mother, I'm going to be very, very happy. And she's going to be very happy with that. And I think, look, 20 quid, whatever, 21.49, I don't mind. Obviously, it's a lot more than the supermarket, but I'm in Portugal at the moment. I wanted to buy her a little gift. So that's my point. Figure out why the best sellers are standing out and then add things to your product to make them compete in that way. As I say, it's very obvious when you get into this stuff. That's the first reason. That's the first way to start destroying a competition. To start beating them. It's very obvious why the bestseller is the bestseller. Is it the packaging? Is it something else they've added to it? Is it just the display? Is it the picture? Is it the type of flowers? It's very simple, as I say. So that's reason number 1. And reason number 2, I'm going to show you. So let's take the ASIN for this, right? Then I'm going to go onto the listing analyzer, right, on Helium 10. Let's click analyze this. And this is the second reason, okay? And by the way, if you haven't got Helium 10, it's like 20% off or something for 6 months at the moment, like a special thing. Got a link below. I've got 50% off, or you can get 20% off for 6 months, which is only alive until Sunday, actually. So yeah, you have to jump on that if you want to do it. But this is one of the things on Helium 10, which is fantastic. So this is the second way that you can start destroying your competition. So not only are you making sure yours is the best, it's got the best packaging, it's got the best whatever on it, the best picture, making sure that yours looks the best on the page, vital. You're also making sure that the listing is being checked and it's like over an 8-star, is over an 8 score in the rating, right? So this will come up on the Helium 10 Chrome extension and on the listing analyzer. So if you go to tools up here, you can go to the listing analyzer there. Look, title does not contain symbols or emojis, tick, right? So it's got all this stuff, right? The only things it hasn't got, each bullet point hasn't got more than 150 characters, right? So if I was this listing, I'd be improving that, okay? But they've got most of it here, right? I can't believe how many people are trying to take Amazon selling seriously, right? And they're not even filling in the product information properly. You know, they're not even filling in the bullet points properly. You know, you've got to start scoffing the keyword section. You've got to start scoffing the bullet points and stuff with all the keywords that are related to your listings. You know, all this stuff helps, and why not? Some people think that they're serious Amazon sellers. They think they've got serious businesses, and they're not even doing this stuff properly. You know, they're like coming out of like a 4-star or a 5-star, and they're like, "Oh, it's not working." That's because you haven't optimized it properly. You know, like it's very obvious that if you click into if you're looking at a listing and it doesn't look like it's one of the best on the page or the best on the page, there's no reason why yours can't be the best on the page, right? And then you're clicking into it and you also haven't, you know, got all your keywords and stuff in the bullet points. You also haven't got your back end keywords. You haven't got all this stuff going on. Then you haven't checked all this stuff, this basic stuff. You know, most of my listings are like, I don't know, 9 or even 10. A lot of them are 10 listing scores. You know, because why not? It's there. It's like, you're not going to beat your competition unless you've got this stuff. Very, very straightforward, very, very simple, basic stuff. So that's the second way that you can start destroying your competition. This is the stuff you need to really, really take notice of. So there's the video. I hope it's helped. As I say, stuff like this is just very basic. You know, it's a great tool. Check it out. But yeah, especially also, you know, just making sure that I can't believe the people that don't do this, you know, just making sure that you're analysing your competition and making sure you're as good, but ideally better than the competition. And then just improving it as time goes on, you know, like you can't just sit there and expect to just get sales for 10 years, you know, like be the number one top spot. Loads of people will try and take out this bestseller. But, you know, they're going to have to keep innovating. If they don't, then they get knocked off as well. Yeah. It's part of the business, isn't it? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you all very, very soon.